So I opened it. Inside what turned out to be plain corrugated cardboard was a smaller purple gift box, only about an inch deep and foiled with embossed irises. I thought briefly that if I had had a daughter, she might have loved to have such a box for little girly things. Having boys who fit the cultural mold in most ways, I knew they would have found the mere suggestion of using such a thing supremely offensive. I removed the lid. Lying on a bed of soft white cotton was a pendant on a fine gold chain, a pale jade heart the size of $50 and the color of pistachio ice cream. It looked real and expensive. I thought again, this must be some mistake, but I couldn't imagine how such a thing might happen. There was no note, no card. In hindsight, the truth, or at least part of it, should have been as obvious as the daylight. But at the time, I was dim and relatively worry-free about the pendant. I didn't like it much. It seemed sentimental and gaudy. I didn't wear much jewelry then anyway, and this was not something I ever would have worn, even in the past when my life dictated that I be more decorated. I put it in the bottom compartment of my largest jewelry box, where it lay while curiosity about it bothered me for a few days, and then I forgot its existence completely. I'm grateful now that I didn't worry over it like a kitten with a dead mouse. It wouldn't have been out of character, but birthdays tended to depress me a little. This wasn't the only time when the distractedness of depression bought me a little peace. Anyone who seeks out the single mother experience by choice, I think, must be insane or stupid. I am not talking about the millions of single moms in the world who are what they are by chance or misfortune, like me. I'm talking about the working women who choose to get pregnant on their own to be fulfilled or whatever. I had no plans to become a mom of any kind, but a combination of chance circumstances, stupidity, and some dubious choices on my part, as well as deception on the part of another, conspired to bring me here. Not only a single mother, but the mother of twin boys. I have known people, as I'm sure you have, who are the product of large and busy families. They have many siblings or lots of cousins. Holidays are noisy and crowded with lots of things and smells and singing, and the world is filled with children. It's a regular thing that kids are everywhere. Their needs are dealt with routinely by whatever adults are available, and discipline is easy and communal. In other words, having kids around is, well, normal. That was not my personal experience. My parents chose to live well away from human congress for reasons that are still not entirely clear to me. They didn't even seem to like each other very much, but adhered in that unfortunate alchemy that keeps miserable couples incomplete without each other. They bought a large, drafty, and not very sound farmhouse, parked in the middle of a fallow sugarcane field 5 miles outside of sparsely populated Stouffville, Florida, when I was about 5. After a few years, the visits from the few friends my parents still possessed and from the few relatives my father had ever tolerated dwindled to nothing. And so dealing with other children became a total mystery to me. On the long bus rides through the canopy roads to my underfunded public school, I sat alone. I saw other children at school, but had no idea what to do with them. After I finished playing with dolls at about age 9, I never again fantasized about having babies or being a mom or being a wife or any of that. I can't really remember what I did fantasize about, which is odd because I lived almost completely in my head. One sister was 6 years older and had no use for me whatsoever. My younger sister had the mysterious, to me, power of attracting friends, no matter how remote we were physically from them, and so was at other people's houses a lot of the time. When she wasn't, we played ceaselessly, so that when she was gone, I ached with loss and jealousy.